Honorable Member Kapil Sibal.
Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, first of all, I would thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate in this short duration discussion. I've been listening very carefully to the debate that has taken place this afternoon. And what I'm saddened by is the fact that on such an important debate, we would have expected that the Prime Minister should be here. Why President's rule was imposed in Uttarakhand? Why President's rule was imposed in Arunachal Pradesh? Will have to be answered and should be answered by the Prime Minister. और हम पीछे कुछ दिनों से देख रहे हैं, कल भी प्रधानमंत्री जी यहाँ नहीं थे। प्रधानमंत्री जी पार्लियामेंट तो जरूर आते हैं लेकिन सदन में कभी नहीं आते। ये दुख की बात है। दूसरी बात ये है कि वही बता सकते हैं कि राष्ट्रपति शासन लागू क्यों हुआ था। गृह मंत्री तो यहाँ हैं नहीं क्योंकि वो सार्क की मीटिंग में गए हुए हैं, तो अच्छा होता कि प्रधानमंत्री यहाँ होते। जब जब ऐसी बहस शुरू होती है तो आरोप लगता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने इतिहास में क्या किया। And quite frankly, if we start going into the unsavory facts which are hidden in the history books of this country, it will serve no purpose. क्योंकि जब हम आगे चलते हैं और आगे चलते चलते अगर हम पीछे देखेंगे तो निश्चित रूप से गिरेंगे। आज हमें इकट्ठा होकर आगे चलना और पीछे देखकर आगे नहीं चलना। 1975 में क्या हुआ, 76 में क्या हुआ, 1948 में क्या हुआ, आज क्या हो रहा है, हमें देखना है कि आगे हम इकट्ठा होकर इस इंस्टीट्यूशन को कैसे मजबूत करें। सच्चाई तो यह है और मैं आपको स्पष्ट रूप से कहना चाहता हूं कि भाजपा का एक गेम प्लान है और वो गेम प्लान मैं आज आपके सामने रखना चाहता हूं। गेम प्लान ये है कि किसी भी प्रदेश में अगर कांग्रेस या किसी विपक्ष के दल की सत्ता है, किसी तरीके से कुछ लोग अपने पक्ष में ले और अपने पक्ष में लाकर फिर गवर्नर के पास चले जाओ और गवर्नर को कह दो कि सरकार अब माइनॉरिटी में है और साथ साथ गवर्नर को कहो एक रिपोर्ट राष्ट्रपति जी को भेज दें और उस आधार पे राष्ट्रपति शासन लागू कर दो। राष्ट्रपति शासन लागू इसलिए कर दो कि इस बीच वो जो सत्ता पक्ष के लोग हैं अपनी तरफ कर लो और फिर गवर्नर का साथ लेकर अपनी बहुमत स्पष्ट कर दो असेंबली में। अब आपको मालूम है और सबको मालूम है कि when you impose president's rule in the states of Arunachal Pradesh as well as Uttarakhand, you could never pass that proclamation in the House. You know very well that you may have a majority in the Lok Sabha, but you have no majority in the Rajya Sabha. So why did you impose president's rule? The purpose of president's rule is that there is an emergency, that there is a constitutional breakdown, that you will inform the members of both houses of parliament that because of this constitutional breakdown, we have to impose president's rule. But you know, in both these cases, that you could not pass that proclamation in this house. So the Prime Minister has to answer, why did they impose president's rule when you knew that you couldn't pass it in this house? And there's only one reason that comes to light, that you wanted to use the proclamation of urgency to serve your political ends. Those, sir, are the facts. Let me now tell you how the office of the governor has been misused, especially in the case of Arunachal Pradesh. And I'll give you some facts. 3 नवंबर 2015 को गवर्नर साहब ने अगला सेशन, 6th सेशन ऑफ द असेंबली 14 जनवरी को रखा। 14 जनवरी को रखा, 3 नवंबर 2015 में। इस बीच 19 नवंबर को 11 बीजेपी के लोगों ने और 2 इंडिपेंडेंट लोगों ने गवर्नर को चिट्ठी लिखी, और इस चिट्ठी में यह लिखा कि स्पीकर के खिलाफ हम एक रेजोल्यूशन मूव कर रहे हैं, स्पीकर को रिमूव करना चाहिए और आप जल्द से जल्द असेंबली बुलाओ ताकि स्पीकर का रेजोल्यूशन सदन उस असेंबली के सामने आए ताकि उसको हम बर्खास्त करें। गवर्नर साहब लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली को पूछते रहे कि कब आप रेजोल्यूशन लाओगे। अब गवर्नर साहब को क्या दिलचस्पी है कि रेजोल्यूशन आएगा या नहीं? सही बात। Does the governor any right to ask for that? He has no right. He is not concerned with what's happening in the house. But he kept on asking, please tell us as to when that resolution is going to come. On the 7th of December 2015, the Speaker of the House, because some people from the Congress party had hobnobbed with the BJP and not attending the functions of the Congress party, the Speaker of the House sent a notice for disqualification on the 7th of December. And 7 days notice was given to file a reply. Then it was realized by the BJP and the governor that if nothing is done, these people will be disqualified. And Tukey will continue to be chief minister. So on the 9th of December, mark you, the governor prepones the session from the 14th of January and to the 16th of December. Prepones the session. Now you know, sir, and all of us members know that neither the President of India nor the governor of any state can decide as to when a house will meet. That power is with the government in consultation with the Speaker. That is why on the 3rd of November, it was decided that the House will meet on the 14th of January. But when the governor realized that if you allow the House to be met on the 14th of January, Tukey will not be able to go, therefore he preponed it. Once he preponed it, in the meantime, the Speaker disqualified the people. When he disqualified the people, now people realized, the BJP realized that they couldn't do anything about it. So what they did, they held a meeting out, please, they held a meeting, one second. Please, sir. I'm not yielding. He's not yielding. Let me explain.
No, he's not yielding. He's not yielding. Sir, time देख कर रहिए. This is disturbing tactics. This is disturbing tactics.
See, point of order. Let me listen his point of order. Point of order. He has point of order.
Rule 258.
What is your point of order?
Sir, Rule 258. सर, सदन की कार्यवाही चलने के दौरान कोई भी सदस्य अगर व्यवस्था का प्रश्न उठता है तो सदन के नियम 258 के अंतर्गत उस विषय को उठा सकते हैं। सर, राज्यसभा एट वर्क जो है, हमारे सदन को चलाने के और यहाँ विषयों को रखने के जो नीतिगत नियम हैं, जो हमारे सदन में कोई भी विषय सदस्य के रूप में रखने के एथिक्स हैं, उसके संबंध में इसके पेज नंबर 282 में, क्योंकि सदन में बोलने के लिए परंपरा का प्रयोग किया जाता है और इसमें ये लिखा है, मैं पढ़ता हूँ सर, पेज 282. In their dealing, if member find that there is a conflict between his personal interest, Sir, in their dealing, if member find that there that there is a conflict between their personal interest and public trust which they hold, they should resolve such a conflict in a manner that their private interests are subordinated to the duty of their public office. मैं सर मैं यहाँ एक विनम्रता से कहना चाहता हूँ, मैं किसी के व्यक्तिगत नहीं कह रहा हूँ, ये मैं भी हो सकता हूँ, ये कोई भी हो सकता है। मेरा कहने का किसी को रोकना और किसी के, मैं एक व्यवस्था चाहता हूँ जो भविष्य में भी सदन के लिए बने। अगर मैं किसी मैटर में एक प्राइवेट लॉयर के रूप में आर्ग्यू करता हूँ, इज इट नॉट माई ड्यूटी टू डिस्क्लोज बिफोर द हाउस that argued in matter in court in a personal capacity also, because the client engaged me. The
Sir, this is no law, established law. A lawyer goes and represents a case, the facts of a case before the judge, who doesn't belong to any political party.
Sir,
so that Mr. Sibal has some kind of a personal interest, but he should first declare is
Sir,
something
he
which
is
is
not a
not
lawyer.
tenable. I know what you are trying to
I
prove.
am not questioning. Sir, I am not questioning anything. I am also a lawyer, sir. I am not questioning anything. It's a propriety demands. I first disclose that I argue that matter in the court in a personal capacity also, because the fair argument must be here. I am not against, sir. Even today it happened with me. It happened to any other member also. This is the highest house of this country. Please, not. Please.
See, let him speak. Please
Sir,
allow him to
sir,
speak.
allow me to speak. Shukla
No,
ji.
let him
Sir,
conclude. Sir, let him conclude.
Sir, protect me from Mr. Rajiv Shukla also. He allow me to speak, sir. Please sit
let
down.
him.
Please.
I
Sir,
will
protect
I
him
will
from-
give you time. I will give you time, Shukla.
That is a, वो तो उनके अधिकार में, वो किसको इजाजत दे, उन्होंने मुझे इजाजत दी है, मैं उनको धन्यवाद देता हूँ। मैं इसमें कोई किसी का कोई पर्सनल नहीं है, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं कह रहा हूँ, इसको बहुत मैं सम्मान के साथ, विनम्रता के साथ कहना चाहता हूँ। लेकिन एक भविष्य की व्यवस्था का प्रश्न हम इस सदन में उपस्थित करें कि हम जो भी मैटर इस हाउस में करते हैं, सपोज मैं कोई व्यवसाय भी चलाता हूं, उसके संबंध में कोई पॉलिसी का आर्गुमेंट आता है, मैं चाहे उससे नहीं कमाता हूं, मैं उसको चैरिटी ट्रस्ट में देता हूं, लेकिन उसको आर्ग्यू करने के पहले क्या सदन की जो कन्वेंशंस हैं, उस कन्वेंशंस में आपकी ये रूलिंग आए। मैं यहाँ किसी को इंटरप्ट या रोकना नहीं चाहता हूं, लेकिन सदन में एक नियमों की व्यवस्था, एक जो कन्वेंशन हम देना चाहते हैं, उस पे आप अपनी रूलिंग दे, इतना ही मेरा आपसे निवेदन है।
This, if we set up this precedent, this will go against the ruling party. My very distinguished friend, colleague, and the leader of the House is a very distinguished lawyer, and over a few decades, there must be hardly one case, any single case where he must have not appeared. Now, as leader of the House and Finance Minister, he is talking about the policy, then tomorrow we'll say, you are a lawyer for this, and now you cannot make a policy and speak. I don't think, please do not go into this. Then this will start, it will apply to you also tomorrow.
विपक्ष के नेता ने एक बहुत अच्छा विषय उठाया है। मैं जनरल पॉलिसी की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ। जनरल पॉलिसी में किसी भी मुद्दे के संबंध में हम आर्ग्यू कर सकते हैं। Here I am asking about a particular case which is a subject matter of discussion of this house. I am not talking about general policy.
No.
ये मेरा व्यवस्था का प्रश्न ऐसा है, सर, ये मेरा व्यवस्था का प्रश्न ऐसा, मेरे व्यवस्था का प्रश्न ऐसा है कि मैं अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर नहीं मेरा व्यवस्था का
What is your
प्रश्न
specific point?
मेरा व्यवस्था का प्रश्न पॉलिसी के संबंध में नहीं है। मेरा व्यवस्था का संबंध अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर केस है और उस पर्टिकुलर केस पे अगर इस सदन में कोई विषय चलता है, उस पे विचार रखने से पहले क्या मुझे उसको डिस्क्लोज करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए, ये मेरा व्यवस्था का प्रश्न है।
It's a public knowledge. What is this? It's public knowledge that he had appeared in that case. Even Venkaya ji had pointed out in his speech. So, I mean, You know, it's on.
I am not public and policy
It's only
issue.
applicable.
I am talking about
when
a
there is a
particular
personal
case.
interest is involved.
Here,
Personal interest
here-
is involved.
Here,
There is no
here you
personal
are,
interest involved.
here
in
you
it.
are narrating.
You have also appeared in
Here-
lot many cases about Gujarat.
Sir,
Then you are arguing here Gujarat.
I asked
issues.
to chair.
Why?
Here you are
Lot-
narrating a facts of a particular case, not a policy.
Bhupender ji, I know that you have appeared in several
What is the
cases
problem?
Not
about
role of
Gujarat.
governor. I am not
Gujarat
talking
government.
about role of.
But
I am
whenever
not-
any issue is raised about Gujarat,
I am talking
you
with-
always
What is the
argue
problem? I
that-
didn't
सर मैं चेयरमैन साहब से कहना चाह रहा हूँ सर मैं एक
I did not
You can
understand.
always
May I
participate in
repeat
that.
again,
It's
sir?
a public domain that he had appeared for.
I
the
thought you were speaking, that's
No,
why
no,
I came.
may I again repeat my point of order,
You are
sir?
speaking now. Then why?
Chairman, sir.
Because I was a lawyer in the matter, I have not disclosed that fact, and Venkaya ji himself said that Mr. Sibal will in fact throw light on this matter, because everybody knows that I am the one who appeared in that matter. It's public knowledge. Even he knows that.
So,
What is all unnecessary.
I am not withdrawing. I want a ruling, sir.
no, see,
Yes, sir.
1 second. Kapilji, 1 second. You see, I don't know what is the problem. I was under the impression, in the TV I saw you were speaking, so I thought you were speaking and I came only. Now you did not complete your speech.
So, sir,
So what is the issue you are saying? Let me.
sir, may I again?
Please.
Sir,
What is the issue? Is it a point of order?
yes, sir. Point.
What is the point of order?
Sir, point of order under Rule 258.
That is okay.
That is okay.
Ah,
Sir, my point of order about the conventions.
ah,
Convention is that
ah,
in Rajya Sabha at work,
ah.
page sir 282.
No. Okay,
Sir,
you say only rule.
Sir, I
Rajya workers, they are all opinions.
sir, opinion. Sir, about
I
this,
only go by the rules.
sir, इस opinion के ऊपर convention है.
बोलिए.
Convention ये है sir.
What is the point of?
Yes sir. Convention ये है कि अगर कोई particular matter
Ah,
इस सभा के सामने विचार के लिए उपस्थित है, उस पर्टिकुलर मैटर के फैक्ट्स पे अगर हम किसी भी न्यायालय में आर्ग्यू करते हैं वकील की हैसियत से, तो क्या उन्हीं फैक्ट्स को बिना ये डिस्क्लोज किए कि मैंने न्यायालय में भी इन फैक्ट्स को आर्ग्यू किया है, चाहे वह पक्ष में हो चाहे विपक्ष में हो, क्या हम इस सदन के अंदर आर्ग्यू कर सकते हैं?
you see. Okay, I'll deal with that.
बिना
See,
डिस्क्लोज
that is only.
बिना डिस्क्लोज दूसरा विषय कि हम किसी विषय के पॉलिसी पे हम आर्ग्यू कर सकते हैं, बहुत सारे पॉलिसी पे आर्ग्यू कर सकते हैं. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द जनरल, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ए पर्टिकुलर केस. इन ए पर्टिकुलर केस, इफ आई एंगेज एज ए लॉयर इन माय पर्सनल पोजीशन, कैन आई
I'll tell you.
क्या मैं
I got your point. Yes, I got your point.
my last sentence. क्या मैं जो पर्सनल कैपेसिटी में आर्ग्यू करता हूं उसको पब्लिक के लिए भी बिना डिस्क्लोज करे आर्ग्यू कर सकता है और करना चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए? ये प्रॉपर्टी का मैटर है, आप इस पे रूलिंग.
Okay, all right. No, sit down. No, that's all. I will deal with that. No need. I will deal with that. Oh, then let me give the ruling for that. Then I will give you. You are not on that subject, I believe. Same subject.
I am not taking this side or this side, I'm on a rule. Rule 294.
Okay.
Just give us a ruling on Rule 294 because he's talking about 248. I'm not finding that in 248.
Okay, bolo.
258. You look at 294, sir. 294. And
Okay.
this is not to make a charge against here.
No,
since
no.
we are-
This is what I was going to
I
say.
was listening to the debate.
No, I see. This is what I was going to say.
Yeah,
I know
so
it.
Look at 294.
I know it.
Because you are bringing up
No, see,
258.
no.
258 to what the...
No, that has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, so
Sit
look
there.
at 294.
I got
Was he
it.
impinging on 294?
I got it. See, the only point is, see, what he's saying that, see, honorable members, see, Kapil Sibal have certain information, yeah, I know, certain information about a particular case, about a particular case, which he is arguing in the court, and because of that he has information. That means he has an interest. That is the issue. Question of interest. That is what you want to raise. Question of interest, isn't it? Now, let me say, yes, declaration of interest. Yeah, question of interest. Yeah. What is it? That means he has a private interest. That's what I am saying. Information can be from anywhere. Anywhere. There is no bar for a parliamentarian to take information from anywhere. Anywhere. I was a teacher. I have a lot of information which I got from my profession, which I will use here. So information can be from anywhere. But the important thing is, if I have a private interest in any matter being discussed here, then I am supposed to declare my interest. After that only speak. So if you are arguing on a case, particular case, connected with this discussion, you only say that you are arguing that interest to be declared and then proceed. That's all. That's all. That is all. Now let me explain. Let me explain.
What private?
Are you arguing now it?
I'm sorry?
Are you-
No, that's
no.
why I said what private interest can I have
Then
in a case
it's
which has
over.
been decided
No
by the
private
Supreme
interest. Sit
Court?
down. No, sit down. No. My rule.
What private interest?
No. Sit down. I have given the. I know it. What is? See, if at present, when this discussion is going on, if you are engaged as an advocate in the case which is related to this discussion, you have an interest. If you argued a case similar 2 years or 3 years back, that is over.
That's
There's no
right.
interest here. There's no interest.
Thank
no
you.
question of interest.
Thank you.
Are you?
This is given the ruling. Thank you.
That's all. No, any case. Yeah.
सर आप रिकॉर्ड पे जाइए
हाँ.
एग्जैक्ट उसी केस के बारे में
Pardon?
ऑनरेबल मेंबर ने डिस्कशन में उसको कोट किया है जिसके बारे में कि इंटरेस्ट की बात की जा रही है.
हाँ.
आप रिकॉर्ड में जाइए. रिकॉर्ड में जाने के बाद जो ऑनरेबल भूपेंद्र यादव जी ने जो पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर किया है उस पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर को आप देखें और उस पर रूलिंग दें.
मेरा एक और कहना है.
Him 2 times. He has explained 3 times. You understand? Again, first response of the chairman was, there are only opinions in a book. The call, this is not a rule. He said, I'll go by rule. The opinions I don't go. Then,
this issue
now,
is
please,
not related
Nakhwiji,
to you. Why you are
when I'm on my legs,
This
please,
issue is
I'm
not
not yielding.
related to you.
This is only...
This point of order is not about you.
No. Point of order
You are
goes on.
explaining.
If you know the rules, there is another point of order. If you don't know what is point of order. Point of order relates to the house being set in order. So everyone is interested in that. Sir was very correct when the first said, if he was referring to the book, he said his opinion. Usually whenever there is one rule, lot of opinions have come in. That first judgment is given. Second is, what we said before you came, sir, he was a lawyer some time back, say 1 year back.
Not now,
and
not
won
now.
the case. The case was over. Where is the
Over.
question of personal interest in that?
No, verdict is over.
Verdict is also over.
Then there
and
is
is
no-
implemented
then
also
it's
over.
okay.
And is no more holding the
No, then it's okay. Then it's okay. No. If you extend, see,
Sir.
no, if you extend that argument, I'll tell you, no.
294
No,
I want to read, sir.
294, I know. I have read it.
294 sir.
I told if he has private interest, any interest, he should declare it. I told him.
He first declared.
But I am saying, no. Private interest means, I will tell you for example. I will explain to you. I was a professor
Yes, sir.
in a college. I have got so many information from there. That is the information I got from my profession. Can I not use it here? Now, let me complete. Likewise, his profession, he was engaged in a particular case. That case is over. No. If not over, you can dispute. I will come. What I have been told is, case is over. Verdict is over. No.
Case is not over. Case is pending before the court. And honorable member is the
Actually, they are disputing.
advocate in this case.
Sir, I want to.
Case is already pending in the court.
Sir, I want to, sir, my point of order. Sir, Sharma ji, just a minute.
No.
Sir, because.
No. Factually, you are questioning him.
Because you are giving a very good example. I am a professor of college. मैंने किसी क्वेश्चन पेपर को मैंने क्वेश्चन पेपर सेट किया और वो क्वेश्चन पेपर लीक हो गए. Now the subject matter of leakage of that paper is subject matter of a discussion of a house. Can I, without informing to the house that I am a person who settled this paper, can I argue the
Bhupendra Yadav ji. Now, Now, Bhupendra Yadav, that example will not work here.
Sir, that is
court
your
is
example.
open court.
Sir, that is your
Court
example.
may whatever he says is open.
Sir, that is your
open to
example.
anybody. It is open court.
Sir, if I settle any question paper.
Okay. Now I will.
Sir, what he is referring to and what the Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs, Naqvi has just said, that is not a correct statement. In the morning, sir, I quoted from the judgment of the Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court of 13th of July. So that matter is over. So please,
we are not stopping
and you. Don't
you.
get up. You are a person.
Because
you are.
Sir,
listen,
you will not
Minister,
appear as a
you are
lawyer.
personally
You
involved.
can. But if you are
can
appear
involve
as
in
a
that
lawyer, after taking a brief, after taking a fee,
Anyhow.
that is your pecuniary interest.
Okay.
That is your
Bhupendra, no
interest.
discussion further. Bhupendra, you have to sit down. All of you sit down. I am giving the ruling. Now listen, I am giving the ruling. Now this matter is only very simple. Rule 294, as referred to by whenever a member has a personal or a specific pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in a matter being considered by the council or a committee thereof, he shall declare the nature of such interest, notwithstanding any registration of his interest in the register, and shall not participate in any debate taking place in the council or its committee before making such a declaration. If you have a private interest, declare it, that's all, and then you continue. That is up to him now. Okay.
Kindly see the explanation to the rule.
Explanation. For the purpose of this rule, the interest of the member should be direct, personal or pecuniary, and separately belong to the person whose vote is questioned and not in common. That is regarding vote. That is regarding vote. In general, that is regarding vote. So, personal or direct. So, if you have, no, it is only for Kapil Sibal to declare if he has any personal interest. You say, if you have no interest, you say that and speak.
No, the case has been argued, the judgment has been delivered, and I have no personal interest.
No person, then you can proceed. Okay, fine. That's the ruling. You can proceed. Okay.
I wonder, Malaj, I wonder
How much
what...
time? Okay, please.
ये जो time,
4 minutes waste हुआ है 5 minutes
Now, please. Please.
5 minutes waste
more than that, more
Yeah.
than that. 10 minutes have been wasted on this.
Yeah, okay.
Deputy Chairman, sir, the point that I was making was that on the 9th of December, the governor decided to prepone the assembly to the 16th of December. So he preponed it. Then what the BJP along with others did was to have a session outside the assembly. And on the 15th of December, the deputy speaker chaired that session. On the 15th of December, they were disqualified, so the deputy speaker was disqualified. On the 16th of December, he chaired that session and declared his disqualification to be bad. His own disqualification. He declared his own disqualification to be bad, and on 16th of December, he declared that the speaker was no longer the speaker of the House. This is what's happening. And this is what happened in Arunachal Pradesh. Venkaiah probably didn't know the facts. On the 16th of December, they did that. On 17th of December, again outside in a hotel, they moved a no-confidence motion and said that somebody else is the chief minister. No, this is unheard of in the history of India. Yes, 356 has been used, misused. But this kind of machination has never happened in the history of India. And in the history of India, this is for the first time that the Supreme Court, after several months and after another gentleman was the chief minister, restored the status quo ante, which has also never happened in the history of India. This is the extent of castigation of the machinations of the BJP. They not only want a Congress Mukt Bharat, they want a Northeast Mukt Bharat. That's one of the general secretaries said that, and I don't want to take his name because he's not a member of this house. That's what he said. He wants a Northeast Mukt Bharat. So what did the Supreme Court do? Supreme Court said, what business did they have the governor to prepone the assembly? He has no constitutional right. He is a hyphen between the executive and the legislature, nothing more. But you are treating your governors as RSS pracharaks, as agents. You are treating them as RSS pracharaks, and you are using the post of the governor to destabilize elected governments in this country. And I warn you, if you are 282 today, you will be 28 tomorrow. That's what's going to happen to you. Don't do this. And see what the Supreme Court has said. I want to just read a couple of lines from the Supreme Court judgment so that you are enlightened about the extent to which the Supreme Court has gone in castigating the function, the attitude of the governor. And I am referring to paragraph 191. With your permission, sir, I will read it. We are of the view that it needs to be asserted as a constitutional determination that it is not within the realm of the governor to embroil himself in any political thicket. The governor must remain aloof from any disagreement, discord, disharmony, discontent, or dissension within individual political parties. The activities within a political party confirming turbulence or unrest within its ranks are beyond the concern of the governor. तो जो वेंकैया जी कह रहे थे कि आपकी पार्टी में ये हुआ, आपकी पार्टी में वो हुआ, it's nothing to do with the governor. Governor has no role to play. Governor can't entertain members of the BJP and decide to tell the speaker or tell the chief minister to put the resolution for removal of the governor in the house. What role does the governor have? Governor is not interested in the proceedings of the house. Can the President of India ask this House or the Lok Sabha as to what are the proceedings and what are the items of agenda that are being debated in the House? Further, the governor must keep clear of any political horse trading. You wanted to know which paragraph of the Supreme Court judgment is misused. The governor must keep clear of any political horse trading and even unsavory political manipulations, irrespective of the degree of their ethical repulsiveness. Who should or should not be a leader of a political party is a political question to be dealt with and resolved privately by the political party itself. It is the Congress party's concern, not the BJP's concern. Why are you concerned as to what was happening in our party? You get concerned about what's happening in yours. And what's happening in yours in Gujarat is very disturbing. And what's happening in Uttar Pradesh is also equally disturbing. And what's happening in Muzaffarnagar and what you are doing there is also equally disturbing. But we don't comment on it. The people know what's happening. Further, the governor cannot make such issues a matter of his concern. The provisions of the Constitution do not enjoin upon the governor the authority to resolve disputes within a political party or between rival political parties. The action of the governor in bringing the aforesaid factual position to the notice of the President in his monthly communications may well have been justified by drawing the President's attention to the political scenario of the state, but it is clearly beyond the scope of the governor's authority. This is what the Supreme Court has said about the actions in your governor, and your Prime Minister has chosen not to come to this House and explain to the people of this country.
Okay.
It is shameful. Not only did the governor do this, he also sent messages to the House. He set the agenda for the House. He said on such and such day, on 16th of December, when you will meet, this is how we will discuss. The first item on the agenda will be the removal of the Speaker. Is this the function of the governor? The people of this country do not even know. And your Prime Minister chooses to remain aloof? प्रधानमंत्री को बताना चाहिए कि कौन से एजेंडे पे वो काम कर रहे थे, कौन सा आरएसएस का एजेंडा था, कौन उनके मन की मंशा क्या थी। मन की बात तो करते हैं, मन की मंशा तो बताएं। क्यों उन्होंने ऐसा अरुणाचल में किया? चलिए, अरुणाचल की बात खत्म हुई, मैं उत्तराखंड में आता हूं।
Time.
5 minutes was wasted.
No.
5 minutes was wasted.
Now please conclude.
मैं उत्तराखंड की बात करता हूं।
Please conclude.
I will just give me a few minutes.
Please
मैं
conclude.
उत्तराखंड की बात करता हूं। उत्तराखंड में क्या हुआ?
You withdraw your name.
उत्तराखंड में 18 फरवरी को वहां भी मैं ही वकील था भैया, बता दूं आपको, वो भी जजमेंट आ चुकी है, लेकिन वहां मैं वकील था। 18 फरवरी में क्या हुआ? 18 फरवरी को लेटर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन, एक लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन के लेटर हेड पे एक चिट्ठी लिखी गई। उसमें 9 बागी जो कांग्रेस के एमएलए थे उनके भी दस्तखत थे। लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन बीजेपी का था। और सबसे विचित्र बात यह है, वो जब चिट्ठी लिखी जाती है शाम को, उस चिट्ठी का पहला पैराग्राफ मैं आपको पढ़ना चाहता हूं, चिट्ठी मेरे पास है। उसमें लिखा है, द लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन met you today on 18th of March morning and requested you to forward the message to Speaker of the Legislative Assembly to seek a division of votes on the proposed income and expenditure appropriation bill for financial year 2016-17 as introduced in the Assembly, as the government is in minority and is being run in an unconstitutional manner. मतलब कि सुबह ही बता दिया था कि गवर्नमेंट इज इन माइनॉरिटी, अभी तो सेशन हुआ भी नहीं था, और 9 कांग्रेस बागियों के दस्तखत इस चिट्ठी पे। So what happens? Very shocking. What happens is that the session takes place, and after the session takes place, according to the Congress party there, the appropriation bill was passed. According to the government of India, it was not passed. In any case, the governor told Harish Rawat to prove his majority on the floor of the House on the 21st of January, prove it on 28th. Prove it on 28th. He was ready to prove it. In the meantime, the Speaker sent notices for disqualification. The same thing that happened in Arunachal. He sent disqualification. Those people approached the court for stay. Stay was not granted. Now they realized they'd be disqualified. That is why on the 27th of January, this government imposed president's rule. Knowing that they would be disqualified, January. February 27th, they imposed president's rule. 28th, he was to prove his majority on the floor of the House. Because the disqualified members didn't get stay, therefore they imposed president's rule. They knew, this government knew that president's rule cannot succeed here, because Rajya Sabha, they have no majority. Why did they do this? They didn't want Harish Rawat to prove his majority on the floor of the House, which he would have proved. This is the way they are circumventing electing governments. And then what did they do? Then what is even more surprising, never happened in the history of this country. Our dear finance minister, who is a good friend of mine, he decided, and this government decided, that the appropriation bill was not passed. Just imagine, distinguished members of this House, can a finance minister of the government of India decide that an appropriation bill has not been passed in a particular assembly, in a particular state? Does he have authority to do that? Will finance ministers of this country decide whether financial business was cleared or not in a particular house on a particular day? Is that the function of the finance minister of this country? The finance minister must explain his position. And that's the ground on which they imposed president's rule, that the appropriation bill was not passed. And under the Constitution of India, if a financial business is passed and a money bill is passed in the House, which is true even here, then it has to be approved by the governor. Governor has no choice to disagree with it. He has no choice. But the governor didn't do that. And this proclamation was done before the 31st of March. I can understand. If by the 31st of March the governor had not given his consent, then there would be a constitutional crisis. But they imposed president's rule on 27th of February instead of waiting for the beginning of March. So the point that I am making is, all these facts are in the public domain. And all these facts were known to the Prime Minister. All these facts were known to the Finance Minister, to the Law Minister. And yet, they use these provisions of the Constitution.
Now conclude, please.
No, sir, just a few minutes. I've done. Just a few minutes. Because these are very important issues. And what did they do? What did they do? They ultimately went to the governor's house on February 18, and at 1 o'clock at night, 1 बजे रात को उन्होंने स्पाइस जेट की फ्लाइट लेकर सब लोगों को दिल्ली ले आए. उसके बाद राजस्थान ले गए. उसके बाद मुंबई ले गए. They spent a lot of capital, but they got no return on their capital. After all, इतना खर्चा किया, आपको कुछ तो रिटर्न मिलना चाहिए था. वो भी नहीं आपको मिला. सरकार हमारी अरुणाचल में भी चल रही है और उत्तराखंड में भी चल रही है. तो ये पहले कभी इतिहास में नहीं हुआ. जो आप बातें कर रहे हो ना, ये पहले कभी इतिहास में नहीं हुआ. मार्च को. All these dates were in March. ये पहले कभी इतिहास में नहीं हुआ. हाँ, आप बात करते हो इमरजेंसी की, ठीक करते हो, इमरजेंसी की बात करते हो, लेकिन वही जनता 1980 में क्या किया उस जनता ने? वापस कांग्रेस पार्टी को लाया। इतना ही रोष होता तो वापस कभी नहीं हम आते। तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि आज भी आप समझ लो और अपनी नीयत साफ कर लो। Who is justifying? I am said in 1980, the people of India voted the Congress back. Voted the Congress back. Nobody is justifying anything. They talk about the emergency. I am telling them that the people of India still repose faith in the Congress party. And come 2019, the same will happen. The same will happen. So therefore, my request to distinguished members of this House is, when you look ahead, don't look back. Let's walk together. Let's make sure that the right people are appointed as governors of the state. Let's make sure that they are not agents. They are not RSS agents. कोई कहता है कि हिंदुओं को अगर अल्पसंख्यकों को बांग्लादेश चले जाना चाहिए. कोई कहता है कोई वहां चले जाना चाहिए. कोई मुजफ्फरनगर के बारे में कहता है. कोई कहता है अवार्ड्स क्यों वापस दिए. कोई कहता है पाकिस्तान चले जाओ. ये गवर्नर कह रहे हैं. कोई लव जिहाद की बात करता है. ये आप कर क्या रहे हो? एक संविधान की मर्यादा है, एक इंस्टीट्यूशन की मर्यादा है. उस मर्यादा से आप खिलवाड़ क्यों कर रहे हो? हमारे गवर्नर ने कभी ऐसा काम नहीं किया. ठीक है, हाँ, पॉलिटिकल अपॉइंटेड जरूर हुए होंगे, लेकिन आरएसएस के प्रचारक कभी नहीं रहे. आरएसएस के प्रचारकों आप गवर्नर बनाओगे तो उस संस्था का होगा क्या? तो हम चाहेंगे और ये हम मांग करना चाहते हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री आके यहाँ स्पष्टीकरण करें कि क्यों ऐसा हुआ और इस देश से माफी मांगे. इस देश से माफी मांगे और उस गवर्नर को बर्खास्त करें. ये हमारी मांग है. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Okay, thank you.